Hey, youth pastors, Tate from Trout here. A couple weeks ago, I was down in the cities for our October Youth Pastors Luncheon. And I just want to say I am so encouraged by what you guys are doing in your communities, in your churches here in 2020, doing your best to disciple students, disciple parents, and meet them where they're at with the gospel. And just the phone calls and text messages and emails I've received. Some of you guys are meeting in person, trying to follow all of the social distancing protocols and mask mandates. I've heard of youth groups that are meeting in small groups in each other's driveways. I've heard youth groups that are fully online, and some of you are even doing a mix of all three. I know it's exhausting, I know it's hard, and I know in ministry right now it's impossible to make everybody happy with what's going on with COVID. But I just want to encourage you. You guys are rock stars. You guys are doing a great job. God has you where He has you for a reason. And so I just want to keep encouraging you to keep pressing in, keep pressing on to what God's called you to do. We've been kicking off our fall retreat season. Right behind me is our fall retreat stage, and God has been doing some really cool things at fall retreats. And many of you are still scheduled to come, and some are still on their way coming here or not able to come. And so what I just want to say is, man, we are so thankful for your partnership in ministry. A lot of you ended up sending students up to summer camp, either as campers or disciple team members. Many of you, I know, are fighting the battle at home in your churches to justify bringing your youth group to a fall retreat at Trout. And I just want to say, the retreats we've had so far, God has been moving in a powerful way in the lives of students and youth leaders here in a way that's really timely for 2020. So, but in the midst of all of that, I want you to look forward, and I just want to get on your radar a couple things that are coming up as it applies to you as a ministry leader and how we want to serve you. Number one, coming up in November is our Ministry Safe Live training event. Many of you remember 2 years ago we did this event in Roseville. The Ministry Safe, if you don't know, is a live training event that equips ministries and ministry leaders to protect their ministries from sexual predators. And so we're actually paying Trout, on behalf of Christian Camping in our region, is paying to bring Kimberly Norris, the founder of Ministry Safe, in for a live training event. The event is going to happen at Plymouth Covenant Church in Plymouth, Minnesota, and all it's going to cost you is lunch. So you can go online and register for that event on our website, troutlakecamps.org/registration, and be a part of that. The morning session is going to deal specifically with how to make your ministry safe from people who want to do harm to it, specifically protocols and procedures, that sort of thing. And then after we break for lunch in the afternoon is called Skillful Screening, and that's a section for anyone who hires staff in a ministry context to work with kids, or anyone who hires volunteers to work with kids as well. And so we'd love for you guys to come. That's a great thing to invite your senior pastor to, your children's pastor to, a lead volunteer, your board to. And so we just want to make sure you're aware of that. You can register online at troutlakecamps.org for that event. Another event coming up at the end of November, man, youth pastors, we just want to bless you. We want to pour back into you and allow you to get a little bit of rest and respite from this ministry season. We're hosting a youth pastors retreat at the end of November. It is November 16th, 17th, and 18th right here at Trout. It is a Monday through a Wednesday. Even if you can't come for all of it, if you can only come for a day, if you have to leave early or if you have to come late, man, we just want this to be a meeting place for you with God. And so it's open to any youth pastors. It's all inclusive, so $35 covers all your food, your lodging, and activities. We'll do some fun things throughout the couple days here as well. You're welcome to bring your spouse as well for just an additional $35. And again, for that event, you can go online to our website, troutlakecamps.org/register, to get plugged in with that event. Lastly, at the end of October, our winter retreats, Winter Rush, Winter X, which are our staple retreats for children's ministries and youth groups, will go live on October 30th at 9 a.m., as well as our parent-child retreats, our father-son retreat and our mother-daughter retreat that are slated for the spring. All of our winter and spring events will go live at the end of October as well at troutlakecamps.org. And we just want to be able to serve you. We just want to be able to encourage you. And if there's any way that we can do that, man, we want to be able to do that. Before I let you go, I just want to remind you of the words from the book of James, chapter 1, verses 2 through 4, where we're reminded through God's word to consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you endure trials of many kinds. Man, we know you've been pushing through. We know it's been a hard season of ministry, but I also know that God has been at work through you, and God is continuing to use you, especially in this season of ministry. So know that we, Trout, we're praying for you. We are alongside you in spirit, and if there's anything we can do to support you, we want to be able to do that. We'll catch you next time.